It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Okay, so I thought I had this situation under control and not a situation anymore, but I guess not. I have another mouse in my wall. It has been almost 2 months since I've had to deal with any type of mice in my house. Like, I haven't had any in the traps, but last night, dead asleep, guess what's bouncing around in my wall again? I have 4 cats that live outside. 4 cats. You would think that they would be doing their jobs by now, including Nyx. Nyx loves to hunt for mice, by the way. If you didn't know this, she loves it. Absolutely love it. Every time that I come home from work, she is digging around over in the weeds, in the haystacks, just looking for little mice. Her and her best friend, Buddy, they go hunting for mice all the time. I feel like that's their favorite pastime thing to do. But no, I just want to know how they get into my walls. Like, most of my walls around my house are all concrete, so they can't get on the outside walls, but it's the same one every single time, and I don't know where they're coming from. About to send my cats in through the basement so they can find this mouse because I don't like it. It literally keeps me up at night. I was late to work today because I couldn't get to sleep last night, and then I woke up late. Sorry, boss man. Life happens. And by that, mice in my walls. They eventually go away. Either that or they die. I haven't had anything smelling yet, so if anybody has any tips for how to keep the mice out of my walls, let me know. 208-524-1033. Either that or I'm going to cut a hole in the wall and send a cat down through. All right. Well, Martha Stewart pardoned her turkeys this year. She's having a vegetarian Thanksgiving this year. Congratulations. Proud of you, I guess. I'll still be having turkey and ham. You can check out The Rock and his Maui get up for the live-action Moana movie. Honestly, he looks perfect. And I love that they used him. Like, he looks like Maui, and he is the actual voice of Maui. It really fits really well. I'm super excited for it. Donna Kelsey served up Philly cheesesteaks in a scene from the Hallmark movie Christmas on Call. I just watched it. I love Donna. Donna's the coolest lady ever. I watched the trailer for Keira Knightley's new Netflix movie. It's called Black Doves. It's a spy series. And it actually looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie. It looks funny. Not what I expected for it. Lady Gaga is looking forward to sharing a, quote, vision I've never been able to fully realize when she headlines for Coachella next year. Snoop Dogg's new track, Out of the Blue, featuring Dr. Dre and Alice. Here is another fun fact for you about Thanksgiving. The American Farm Bureau says a basic Thanksgiving dinner for 10 people will cost an average of $58.08 this year, so $5.81 per person. It's down from 5% last year. That's fun. What about a dinner for, 48 people? Because that's what my Thanksgiving dinner is going to be. Z103, it's Katie Lee. There's an infographic going around talking about the best holiday bakers in each state and which state has, the things that they love the most and things like that. And Idaho didn't make any of this. But honestly, I'm not even that surprised that Utah did make a bunch of these. So there's Holiday Baking Awards for 2024. I didn't know that was a thing. Utah got biggest gingerbread house builders. I don't know if they've ever seen any of ours. There's a lady down in Shelley. I think it's Shelley. Somebody in Shelley does a gigantic gingerbread house. I could be completely wrong, though. I've seen it before, and it's insanely impressive, but I can't remember who does it. So, just saying. I think they got that one wrong. They should have looked into Shelley, Idaho. Also, Utah, most likely to take cookies to a neighbor. Well, yeah, don't you know what neighbor treats are? That's a thing that happens around here and Utah. For all the reasons we all know why. Neighbor treats, the absolute most amazing thing around this time of year. I gained so much weight because of neighbor treats. You never really understand how good of cooks you have around you until you get neighbor treats. Some of them are amazing, some of them are subpar, but you know what? That's okay. It is a thought that counts, and you will take it and be grateful. Oh, Montana got gift-baked goods this holiday season. Honestly, I see that. The other thing that I saw that I was looking at, the most humble... most humble bakers was in California. I don't know if I fully believe that, but you know what? We'll leave it there, and it is what it is. Also, the most preferred holiday baking treats here in Idaho, treats or pies and cookies. I prefer a cookie unless it's like chocolate cream pie. Then that's a whole different story. For anybody with a jar of Kraft Parmesan cheese, you know, the stuff that you shake on your spaghetti, if you do not have that in the fridge, go and put it in the fridge. It is supposed to be refrigerated. It is still cheese. It is still dairy. It has got to be refrigerated. Kraft Cheese just came out with a whole thing talking about it. So, short and sweet, go put it in the fridge. Z103, it's Katie Lee. You ever heard of a cringe attack? Being Katie Lee on Z103 and talking every single day, I have a lot of those. So there are moments when you have an embarrassing memory and it smacks you literally out of nowhere when you're just thinking and you're just like, why did I say that? Why did I say that? And it could have been like, 5 years ago? Experts say it's totally normal and it is your brain's way of trying to protect you from making the same mistake twice. Apparently my brain doesn't work that way because I still make those same mistakes. And I feel like nobody else is going to remember the things that we say, but we definitely do remember those things. That's why it's called a cringe attack. And I guess in the science words for it, we're supposed to be wired to hyper-focus on our oops moments because we want to feel accepted. Perfectionists, people pleasers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But there is good news. Cringe attacks are just proof that you're human. And the key, acknowledge it, laugh it off, move on. Okay? And also, let's just remember, no one's obsessed with your awkwardness like you are, okay? So just remember, you're doing great. And just, those cringe attacks come along, just, you know, like I said, laugh it off, move on. You're doing good. When do you usually start prepping for Christmas? You know, like shopping, decorating, planning, etc. 208-524-1033 or go comment on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. I feel like I am completely behind. Like, I have not done anything. I don't have any decorations. I don't even have anywhere to hang up my Christmas stockings for me and Nick's. So, let me know, because this is all a new thing for me. I've never had to decorate a house before. I've never really had to plan these things. I need your help. 208-524-1033 over on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. Tia says, I usually start prepping in November, but decorating is after Thanksgiving. See, I agree with that one. Decorating is always after Thanksgiving. You can start thinking about everything before Thanksgiving, but you can't actually decorate until after Thanksgiving unless you really, really need a little bit of happiness in your life and you just need a little extra Christmas joy. You can decorate. That's fine. Julie says, shopping all year. Really? I guess, okay, I don't have kids that I have to do this for, so I guess I don't have that mindset yet, but all year? Really? Decorating, all done except the tree. You know what? I feel that. I respect that. Zach says, certainly not on Thanksgiving Day. Okay. But what about before Thanksgiving Day? Huh? You said not on. What about before? When do you usually start prepping for Christmas? Shopping, decorating, planning, all the other things. 208-524-1033 or go comment on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. So I've got a quick question. Does anybody actually still go out for Black Friday, like the physical Black Friday? Like, are there any deals that you have to be present for still, or is it all online? Because I feel like I remember the days where my sisters would make me go and stand in line in Black Friday, and they'd be going around the store getting stuff, and I had to fight people for the spot in line. It was a terrifying moment, in case you wanted to know. But does anybody actually, like, do we still have those moments? I haven't gone to Black Friday in a long time. Is it all online? Because if so, that's boring. All right, it's official. I chose the wrong profession. There's a viral banana duct taped to a wall piece of art, and it's sold at an art auction for, guess how much? $6.4 million. It is literally a banana duct taped to a wall. What? All right, remember last year we had Barbenheimer. Barbie and Oppenheimer. I probably said that wrong. I'm sorry if I did. I didn't actually see it. I only heard about it. Anyways, this weekend we're getting Wicked and Gladiator 2. And because of that, I know that there's going to be a lot of people going to the movies and seeing it. So we just got to go over some movie theater etiquette. You know, things that you should never do at the movie theater with other people around. So number one, obviously, FaceTiming, talking on the phone. Don't do that, okay? Leaving trash behind you when you leave. Don't do that. Putting up your feet on the seat in front of you. Listen. Actually, I'm not even going to comment on that one. Bringing your dog, unless it's a service animal. I feel like that should be a common one. Eating or drinking loudly. Just chew with your mouth closed. That's all I got to say. And then talking a full volume during the movie, do not do that. I will be so angry. If you have to talk about something during the movie, whisper. Taking photos or recording video and then yelling at a stranger because they did something rude, just, take a deep breath and still just enjoy the movie, okay? There's a lot of other things, but just, be kind. Everybody's excited to see the movie. Don't ruin the movie experience for them, okay? Okay. Also, which one are you going to go see? I'm really excited to go see Wicked, okay? Like, I have wanted to see the musical forever. I think this is the closest I'm ever going to get to it. Kind of bummed that it's Ariana Grande and Cynthia. But you know what? It's okay. I'm hoping it's going to be good. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Nerd news. It's Friday. It's one of my favorite times to talk about nerdy stuff happening in the world. Last Friday was really lame, so hopefully today is better. Team in Switzerland have answered the question finally. Which came first, chicken or the egg? And this is what they said. A single-celled organism from 1 billion years ago already had similar characteristics to embryos, and so they suggest the ability to make eggs was around long before the chicken was. So the answer, the egg came first. In dinner news, British scientists created the world's thinnest spaghetti, and it's a lot thinner than angel hair. 372 nanometers wide means 200 times thinner than angel hair. Or human hair, sorry. And so it's so thin you can't even see it. They gave us invisible pasta. Don't know what the point of that is, but all right. There's also a study that says that we absorb a small amount of vitamins from breathing them in. Obviously, that's not enough to survive on, but I guess it doesn't hurt. Space news, we took the first zoomed-in picture of a star that's not in our galaxy. It's a really, really fuzzy picture, but it's still kind of cool considering it's 160,000 light years away, and every star you see in the night sky is part of the Milky Way. So there's your nerd news for today, for the week, actually. Well, he really tried to come up with a unique mask, but it obviously didn't work. So an Iowa man was trying to rob a Casey's convenience store, and he made a really weird attempt to hide his identity by smearing peanut butter across his face as a, quote, mask. And, it was kind of a unique idea, but the problem is that the cashier immediately recognized the guy because he was a regular at the store. First of all, that was your first mistake, was robbing a place that you go to all the time. And I guess his getaway plan was also not the smoothest thing in the world. He accidentally locked his keys inside his getaway car. Police arrived to find him struggling to break into the vehicle while his peanut butter face glistened under the streetlights. Anyways, his defense to the officers, I was just hungry. Unsurprisingly, he didn't make a clean getaway, and now he faces charges, hopefully with a side of jelly. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. So, yeah, leave the peanut butter in the kitchen. Grab a real mask next time. Also, your keys. Z103, it's Katie Lee, and I am out of here for the day, my friends. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your evening and your weekend. You'll stay safe, stay legit, be awesome, and I'll see you back here Monday. Bye. Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.